Hey guys, welcome back to another Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker video, and today I will be doing a full review of Nagato, which is probably the most overpowered, I was going to say range type DLC, but it's probably the most overpowered DLC, and it's probably my favorite DLC that they've ever added into the game, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons why, and why it's so crazy, and why you actually need to get this DLC, especially if you're a range type. That's without question. But before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe, because only a small percentage of you guys actually subscribe to the channel, so make sure you hit that button, and hit the bell button as well, and let's get like 800 likes for this video. Let's go, let's get it. Okay, so let's just do the Nagato full review. So the three jutsus you get are the Chikishoda, the Shurado, and the Summoning Ghetto Statue. Okay, let's just start with the Chikishodo. So the Chikishodo, as it says, it summons a chameleon and grants the user invisibility. The invisibility prevents enemies from locking on, but it also slows down the user's action speed. The effect ends upon attacking or being attacked by enemies. Honestly, I love, as you know guys, okay, I love jutsus that bring in a new mechanic, something new to the game, and this is as new as it gets. Invisibility and the fact that people can lock onto you. You can still see them, but it's very hard to see the invisible thing. As you can see, I have like this cloak as soon as the chameleon jumps on top of you, and it's awesome as hell, and it lasts for so long. I mean, most cases I would say it's amazing for base battle, because you can secretly move around the enemy, you know, get the thing before, but I think this is going to be the most OP jutsu in Capture the Flag. I mean, come on, you can't lock onto them. How are you going to be meant to hit them if you can't lock on? It's ridiculous. One, you can't lock on. Two, you can barely see them. Combo this with another jutsu, you're overpowered, got lightning blade or something, bro. I have plans for you, do not worry. Okay, we have so many combinations. This is why I love these two jutsu. There's so many things you can combo with it, especially this invisible jutsu, bro. It's gonna be meta for Capture the Flag. I'm sorry, but everyone's using this. Everyone's going invisible. It's not even gonna be the game. You can't even play. But absolutely overpowered. Love the jutsu. It's not really good for any like attacking and stuff. You know, it's a very defensive type jutsu. It's kind of a very low back jutsu, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, let's move on to the next jutsu, the Shurado. So it says jutsu that summons a puppet armor. This jutsu enables Shurado mode, Shurado attack mode for a certain period of time, which changes the user ninjutsu to fire, arrowhead, and arm cannon. And let me tell you this right now. Remember when Majestic came and everyone was like, this is the most ridiculous thing because of how much damage it does? Now it's the Shurado, okay? It is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you can just spam this one after each other continuously and absolutely destroy someone. Like, you can literally kill someone as long as they're kind of, you know, you kind of got them, you know, standing still, or they're in a combo or something. That's the one thing that's hard. You can easily dodge this jutsu. That's why it's not as overpowered as it is. But it's amazing the damage it does. Combo this with the Paralysis Seal, paralyze them, bro, and then just go ham. Throw like 100 missiles on them, and it's absolutely destroyed them. And once again, as you know, a new mechanic. I love this. They added a whole new mechanic of type of jutsus where you activate and then you completely get 2 new jutsus. I'm telling you, with Nagato, with this Shurado, right, you get 3 jutsus in total. You get your first jutsu, and then your Shurado gives you 2 jutsus, which is the fire head arrow and the arm cannon, which is ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that we get so many jutsus with this thing. There's so many things when you can use the Shurado. Shurado is perfect, I think, for any range type build. Like, you could probably add this in there. It's good for survival because the amount of damage you probably do. Good for combat battle damage, base battle damage. Even I think flag battle, because of the range on this. Like, you don't even like, look, I don't even have to look at you or where you are. You can be anywhere on the map, and I can do the firehead arrow, which just summons like 20 missiles above your head wherever you are. There's no hiding, which is, I love it. And it's so good for like when Ino's, you know when the Ino jutsu, where they're somewhere like halfway across the map healing everyone. You can just, bro, I'll summon some missiles on top of your head, have that, and get absolutely destroyed. And once again, it's just a new mechanic, something new to the game, which I just love. I would just have like put in an extra 20-30 hours into the game just messing around with this. I mean, this is more than enough to get me excited until the next DLC. All right, this will definitely fill up my time. Like, I was kind of running low on builds and stuff, but these 2 juices, plenty of builds have come, my friends. Plenty of builds. So make sure you subscribe, because there's a lot of more videos coming very, very soon. And finally, the Summoning Ghetto Statue, which is probably the most underwhelming of the 3, even though it probably is the coolest looking, like, I know I would say coolest looking ultimate because I definitely think that Naruto's Lost Battle ultimate is the coolest looking. But I would say it's a close second, my friend. The summoning Geto that statue. So let me read it. Summons a Geto statue that fires a dragon. Targets hit by the dragon fall unconscious, but the user's spirit is drained, lowering their health to 1. User cannot use ninjutsu or substitution for a while. So very straightforward, one hit kill. Very similar to actually Might Guy's ultimate, where it just destroys them with a dragon. It's got an amazing range and amazing output. Like it covers a huge amount, especially if you use this in survival. I think this is key in survival. So when you're low health, you just use this. I'm pretty sure you can wipe out like 5 or 6 people in survival because of the huge amount of range it does. The damage, not just range and far, how much area it covers is ridiculous. Okay, and the speed of it is absolutely ridiculous. So it just goes straight in line. But like I said, the one thing is that your health goes to 0, you 1 basically. So you're basically dead. But you can't use your ninjutsus or substitution or anything. So you can't even heal up. But you have 1, and you're kind of like stunned for a bit. Like there's a full like 2-3 seconds that you're actually stunned and you can't really do anything. So this is really, if you're using this build, this ultimate, make sure you're dying. So don't use this when you're at full health because you're just wasting everything. So yeah, I really do like the ultimate, and the ultimate is actually, it's not that it doesn't take that long to charge. It's very quick ultimate that charges way quicker than I thought. You can in a good combat battle, you could probably use it twice, and definitely in survival, I think you could definitely use this twice in the survival match, rather than Might Guys, which you can barely kind of lift it up because it's one of the longest charging ultimates. And I love Nagato as a whole. He becomes with like 3 new outfits. He brings an awesome new emote. If you haven't seen, you can just legit basically do his fire arrowhead where he just shoots loads of missiles from the sky to the ground. In the lobby, bro, you can shoot missiles in the lobby. First, everyone was so gassed when the lightning blade came out, but now you can shoot missiles in the lobby. Absolute OP emote. So make sure you kind of get the season 4 pass for that. But honestly, overall, it's a solid 9.5 out of 10. Actually, you know what? It's a perfect 10. Because I remember Shisui was like a 9.5, like a 9 out of 10. This is definitely a 9.5 out of 10. Okay. Hands down, probably my favorite DLC right now. It's just so beautiful. Okay, the fact that it brings so much new things to the game. Okay, that's all I'm looking for. As you know, that's why I wanted a DLC. Not damage, not overpowered stuff. Something unique to the game. Something new we haven't seen, and it's done that in all 3 jutsus. Technically 4 jutsus, because that's what the 3rd jutsu does. Absolutely crazy, absolutely overpowered, and absolutely amazing. Tell me, comment down below what you guys think about the jutsus. If it is, what you think, what you expect. If you think it's overpowered, if you think it's underpowered, if you think it's just powered perfectly, which I think is very powered perfectly, but it's definitely leaning over to the overpowered section of the DLC. Definitely overpowered, but I love the fact that it's balanced, and it's like, if you're not good at the game, no offense, but if you're not good at the game, you're not going to be able to use this guy properly. So make sure you play with him a bit. At the start, I was trying to kind of get the timing right, which is actually very hard to actually kind of hit. But once you get it right, once you use everything right, because it's a very range type build, okay? You need these very range jutsus. You can't just pop them off in the middle of a fight. You have to be at a distance, which is perfect. It makes it punishes you if you try to use it too close. It punishes the range user, which is just perfect. So anyway, comment down below what you guys think. What I rate that what Nagato is. And I'll see you guys later. Subscribe and like, please.